Hello everyone, Charles Watts here, the Arsenal correspondent at Goal. I can't even keep a smile off my face here, joining you from the Emirates Stadium after one of the most truly dramatic, crazy games I've ever seen and reported on. And honestly, the scenes at this stadium at full time, I'm still shaking from it. I can't get over what I've just witnessed. Just absolutely unbelievable. Arsenal coming from 2 goals behind to beat Bournemouth 3-2. REISS Nelson coming off the bench to score a 98th minute winner to spark, I don't know how you describe it, chaotic celebration. It was bedlam. It still is, you can probably hear it. The fans are all out in the concourses at the moment having a beer, and you can hear them all still singing. It's just, what an incredible afternoon it's been here. From the lowest of the lows to the highest of the highs. It's the only way you can really describe it. It looked like Arsenal were going to hand the initiative potentially back to Manchester City here. 2-0 down with 25 minutes to go against a Bournemouth side struggling at the bottom of the Premier League, towards the bottom of the Premier League. They'd conceded a goal after 9.11 seconds, the second fastest goal in Premier League history. They'd lost Leandro Trossard to injury. Everything that could have gone wrong was going wrong. And then suddenly, with 25 minutes to go, they sparked the most crazy of comebacks. 2 goals in 6 minutes. First from Thomas Partey, making it 2-1. Then Ben White, who came off the bench to replace Tomiyasu at half-time, scoring his first Arsenal goal. What a time to do that, to make it 2-2. Even that, it looked like it hadn't gone in, and it was only goal line technology that gave the goal correctly. Obviously, it was a really good finish by Ben White, actually, at the back post from REISS Nelson, who'd just come on for Smith Rowe, set up, got the assist for Ben White within seconds of coming on. And then Arsenal still had 20 minutes. They had the momentum with them at that point. You thought they were going to go on and do this. But as the time ticked by, Bournemouth for time wasting. Arsenal couldn't find a way through. They had chances. Martinelli had a chance. But they couldn't take it. And then it was 6 minutes to stoppage time went up. We'd played 6 minutes. By the time Arsenal got a corner, Bournemouth had a couple more players go down. Honestly, they time wasted at every single opportunity, Bournemouth. Which makes it funny that Arsenal equalised. They won it in the 98th minute, but a corner came in, it got cleared to Nelson, sort of out in the corner of the left side of the penalty area, and with a left-footed finish from REISS Nelson. I was right behind it from where I'm sitting in the press box. Just arrowed into the far corner, and like I said, the only way I can describe the celebrations here were just chaotic. It was bedlam here. All the substitutes, all the coaching staff, everyone was on the pitch celebrating. The fans were going absolutely crazy. I put out a video on my Twitter of the celebrations. If you don't, I'll try and add it to this video actually at the end of it if you want to hang on and watch. Or I'll try to do that. Just unbelievable, honestly. And we know how important this is going to be. We'll have to wait and see at the end of the season. But you know, victories like this, if you're going to win a title, victories like this are the ones you look back on at the end of the season and think that was such a key moment. You had the Aston Villa game not so long ago, a couple of weeks ago, when Arsenal again won it late on. This one, you know, it just feels like they're getting the job done. They're finding ways to get the job done. They weren't great today, but I mean, the stats show they are absolutely deserved to win this game. They had 80% possession, they had 20-odd shots, so they were the dominant team. But you know, they were nervy. There was a lot of things not to like about this performance. Bournemouth looked a threat every single time they went forward. Arsenal were just slack defensively at times. Bournemouth did cut through them. Now, Ramsdale made a couple of really good saves. One in the first half was fantastic. And, you know, they conceded a goal after 9 seconds. That shouldn't happen. That should never happen. It was just really unprofessional. It was slack. They got punished. And then they gave away a goal from a set piece in the second half, and complete mountain climb. So there'll be an awful lot that Mikel Arteta, when the celebration sort of dies down, when the emotion of it all dies down, there's going to be an awful lot that Mikel Arteta is not going to like about this, and he's going to sit the players down on Monday at London Colney and show them the video, and he will not be a happy man by any means. But having said all that, to win it the way they did, what that will do in terms of momentum and belief and everything. I mean, the celebrations told their own story at the end of this game. Everyone knew how important this was, and it's just huge. I can't really say any more about it. It's just huge. I can't put it into words how big that win was, and you know, it's just crazy football. It never fails to surprise you. I'm 42 years old, and it never fails to surprise you. And you think the mood that everyone in the stadium was going to be going home in on 96 minutes just completely changes in the blink of an eye, and then suddenly everyone's gone home here in absolute ecstasy when it looked like they were going to go home absolutely distraught at a really disappointing result. And that's why we love football, and it's why we'll always love football. And my dad was over there watching. I glanced over to where my dad was sitting. I can't see him clearly from over here, but I glanced over in the celebrations. I was just like, calm down a little bit, Dad. You're not getting any younger. Don't go too mad in the celebrations. I bet he absolutely enjoyed himself as well. What an afternoon, what a day. Anyway, I'm going to go through my player ratings now before I go down and see what Mikel Arteta's got to say in his press conference. Okay, so player ratings are going to reflect that this wasn't actually that great a performance from Arsenal. There was certainly, as I said, not a lot not to like. Ramsdale, I thought, played well. He made, like I said, a world-class save in the first half to keep the score at 1-0. Made a couple of other sharp stops as well. So he played well, Ramsdale. Give him 8 out of 10. Defence, Tomiyasu had a shocker in the first half. Was really poor, looked well off it. Was replaced at half-time, and not surprisingly, because he had a really poor afternoon. I give Tomiyasu 3 mark of 3 out of 10. So I say 3 points. I was just looking at Bukayo Saka's just tweeted 3 points, 3 smiles on his social media. So yeah, Tomiyasu gets the 3. Saliba, I thought struggled. I thought Saliba and Gabriel both struggled. They just looked nervy all afternoon. The goal after 9 seconds unsettled them, or it just kind of set the tone for the performance. So those two I'm going to give 6. Zinchenko was bright, lively, was always involved. Didn't really have the cutting edge today, so I gave Zinchenko a 7. Partey was Arsenal's best player. I'm not going to give a man of the match because you can't. REISS Nelson has to get man of the match, but Partey was Arsenal's best player, if you know what I mean. So he got 8 out of 10. I thought he was really, really good. Partey. He got the crucial goal to make it 2-1 as well, that sort of breathed new life into the Arsenal performance. So he gets an 8. Odegaard, a bit off it. He had a couple of shots that were going wide, high and wide, kind of summed him up. He always, he was involved, but it just wasn't one of his better games. So I gave Odegaard a 7. Vieira, he threatened to make an impact, but his final product was just lacking. His shot or his final delivery was just off it a little bit. So Vieira a 6. Saka and Martinelli I thought were pretty poor. Martinelli didn't quite work for all afternoon. Saka was on the fringes of the game without really threatening too much. So I gave both of them a 6. Trossard went off after 20 minutes, which is a worry. So I'm going to give Trossard, just basically, I'm not going to give Trossard a grade really. It's hard to grade him when he went off so early before the game had really got going, so he doesn't get a grade. Then the substitutes Arsenal made a difference. Mikel Arteta made fair play to him. He reacted at half time. He brought on Ben White for Tomiyasu, who was poor. White scored his first goal. What time to do that? Thought he played well. Ben White, he gets a 7. REISS Nelson came on. He got an assist within about 10 seconds of coming on, and then he gets the winner in injury time. I mean, he just gets 10 out of 10. I can't put a fault on REISS Nelson's performance. He just came on. He changed the game. He won the game. He just gets 10 out of 10 for me for that. The other substitutes came on. Granit Xhaka came on right at the end. And I can't remember the last player. Someone else came on, I can't remember. But just what an afternoon. What an afternoon. The Arsenal players are out here now. There were substitutes out there warming down in front of me. They were all celebrating. They were all on the pitch celebrating at full time like they've been playing. It was pretty remarkable. And someone's just walked past who I was just celebrating with. As you can tell, I'm pretty happy. And I'm going to go downstairs now and see what Mikel Arteta has to say, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be pretty happy, certainly with the emotion of it all. And just what an afternoon. Who doesn't love football? Hey, who does not love football? That's me, done from the Emirates here, everyone. Have a great rest of the weekend, wherever you're watching this around the world. Put your feet up, have a breather, relax, calm down, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. It's finished here. Arsenal 3, Bournemouth 2.